Mountain athletes, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing all right out there. I'm happy to have you here. What you need today is a place to sit. That's where we're going to begin. And then we're going to make our way down to a yoga mat. So if you have a yoga mat, go ahead and grab that. The other thing that I'll suggest beyond just a place to sit and lay down is if you have a resistance belt. Yes, I'm talking one of these beautiful pieces of equipment that you can put around your rib cage to resist some of your breathing and really just acknowledge that we're breathing there. Go ahead and grab that. And if you have an air resistant device, I'm talking a sports mask, I'm talking an O2 trainer. And if you don't have any of those, do you have a finger that you can block one nostril? You can use that also. I love you just the same, no matter what you have. We're going to use a little bit of that. So I have listened to you, obviously, over the last few weeks, and the feedback that I'm getting is that on a Monday morning, the greatest value that I can deliver to you is in recovery. So we're just going to demo with one breathwork training protocol, and then we're going to focus primarily on recovery from there. All right, as you settle in, as you grab those pieces of equipment, as you sit down in that chair and have that yoga mat ready, I want to introduce myself if you don't know me. I'm Anthony LaRubia, the founder and head coach here at Recal Training. High five for showing up to this breathwork training session, starting your week off the right way with me, doing some recovery-focused breathwork. A little bit about us. Our breathwork training programs have helped hundreds of athletes climb some of the highest mountains in the world and finish some of those grueling ultra marathons. Whatever your goal is on the mountain, I want to help you achieve it by breathing smarter and breathing stronger. For the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to do a breathwork training session, again, focused on recovery. I will coach you through one training protocol, but then we'll ease into recovery from there. So let's get going here. As you settle into that chair, let's do a few physiological sighs together. If you don't remember what those are, just follow along with me. Take an inhale through your nose and then pause just for a moment and then sniff in again through your nose. Exhale through your mouth with a deep sigh. Very nice job. We're going to do 3 more of those. Inhale, pause, sniff, and exhale. Very nice. 2 more. In, pause, in again, exhale. 1 more. In, pause, in again. Exhale, let it go. Feel that relaxation coming into your body. We're going to go right into nose unblocking exercise. So take a normal inhale through your nose and then a normal exhale. And then pinch your nose and hold your breath at the bottom of that exhale. Gently nod your head up and down. As you're nodding here, I want you to bring your attention inward. Block out the external world. Come into this present moment. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Release your nose. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe for 3 times. It will help with our recovery if you come into the present moment. You're not worried about the future, not thinking about the past, coming into the present. Take another inhale through your nose and then an exhale. Pinch your nose, hold your breath, gently nod your head up and down. We are gently unblocking your nose, preparing your nose and nasal airway to do a bit more breathing than normal. I like to begin every breathwork training session like this, and I like to begin any training session like this. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Release and breathe in. You might already notice some more moisture inside that nasal cavity. Maybe you're clearing out some mucus. Breathe normally for the next couple of breaths. We're also harnessing the power of nitric oxide in this exercise, bringing that into the breathing system, which helps to dilate blood vessels and helps get more oxygen into the bloodstream. It's like grease on the gears. All right, my friends, take another inhale and an exhale. Pinch and hold and rock and roll on a Monday morning. We are nodding our heads, saying yes to whatever Coach Anthony has in store for me today. I sound like a motivational speaker. We're going for a medium level of air hunger, that feeling like you need to take a big breath. Medium level, reach it, unblock your nose, and breathe in again. All right, nice work. Little warm up. Let's continue with the warm up into breathe light. If you've been doing these sessions with me for a long time, you know these exercises. Let's take that pointer finger of yours, place it just beneath your nose, relax your shoulder, take a normal breath in through your nose, feel the air run across your finger on the way in. And as you exhale, feel the air run across your finger on the way out. Maybe you notice a temperature difference between the inhale versus exhale. And now begin to slow down your breathing so that you can barely feel the air run across your finger on the way in and back out across your finger on the way out. And as you slow down your breathing, true to the name of this exercise, we're breathing lighter than you normally would, breathing more slowly, maybe bringing in a bit less air on the inhale, but then still landing at the same place that you normally would on the exhale in that neutral lung position. As you breathe lighter, you're inviting the sensation of air hunger, the feeling like you need to take a bigger breath. This is what we're harnessing in this exercise. This is an indication that your carbon dioxide levels have risen in your blood. And this is an indication that your oxygen can now hop off of the hemoglobin in your red blood cells and get to that muscle tissue that needs recovering. This is a big part of the reason why we do breathe light. And we're going to do another variation of this later on. But for now, just continue to breathe light, breathe slow. Try to control the inhale on the way in and control the exhale on the way out. If you feel your diaphragm contract, try to relax into those sensations. If you feel your neck muscles clench up or you just involuntarily swallow, again, try to relax. We're here for the next 30 seconds together. You can do it. You're doing great. You've got 15 seconds. Continue to breathe light and breathe slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Go ahead and relax your hand. Pat yourself on the back. You did a really nice job there. Hopefully you found that sensation of air hunger. And we, by doing that, enable, again, that oxygen not to just stick around in the blood, but to get out of the blood and into the muscle tissue to help promote recovery. This is why we do this. There are 3 R's to a proper breathwork focused recovery. That first R is to reoxygenate your blood and reoxygenate your muscles. The only way to reoxygenate your muscles is to reacidify your blood. This is a simple concept called the Bohr effect. Through more acidification of the blood in temporary acute moments, we enable the oxygen to get out of the blood and into the blood and into the muscle tissue, as well as your organs, but we're focused on muscle tissue recovery. And the last thing we do, the 3 R's of recovery, is to reboot the nervous system in particular. So this is what we want to focus on in all of our recovery breathing sessions together. All right. We're going to make our way from that seated position down to a yoga mat now. I'm also going to get myself situated just like you with that. I'm going to switch over my camera. I'm going to switch over my microphone. So give me just one moment here. Okay. Hopefully you have me on my headphones. And now, hopefully you have this yoga mat here. This is also the moment where if you want to grab that resistance band and put that around the bottom part of your rib cage, go ahead and do that. If you don't have this, no worries. Not a big deal. I still love you. By the way, if at any point in time my audio or my video becomes thrown off, you can always send a message to me inside our chat window. Whatever platform that you're watching this, just throw up a message there. I'll hopefully be able to see it. We can obviously adjust and go from there. Okay. So you've got a resistance belt ready to go. You have an air resistance device ready to go. Maybe this is your sports mask. You can put this on and that will resist the air that goes into your lungs. You can also use one finger and resist the air as well. There's two different ways to do that. Go ahead and get into a hook lying position. That means your feet are flat on the ground, your knees are forming a 90-degree angle, and you're just relaxing your shoulder blades on the ground beneath you. I don't want a pillow under your head because I don't want to throw off the airflow going in and out. Okay. You could, however, if you need to, put some pillow maybe under your butt or under your knees. Okay. So from this position, what we're going to do is we're going to take 10 deep breaths together. But the way I want you to do these 10 breaths is progressively deeper each and every time. Okay. So we're going to start with a still pretty deep breath on number one, work our way up to the deepest breath on number 10. This is both deep and fairly fast. Okay. This is a respiratory muscle training exercise for the diaphragm and your intercostal muscles in your rib cage. All right. So with me, begin those 10 deep breaths now, breathing deeply in for one. You can exhale any way you want, through the mouth, through the nose, whatever works. And now an even deeper breath than the first one. And the third one, even deeper yet. You get the picture. Maybe you're blocking one nostril. And we're going for 10 in total. So maybe that's five more. Stick with it, finish strong. Again, we want the 10th and final breath to be deeper and maybe even faster than that first breath. If you're coming into that last one now, deeply in, pull in the air as much as you can. Fill up, fill up, fill up. Let that air go. Now relax. If you have that, you take a belt on your rib cage. Go ahead and undo it to release the tension. Very nice job. So once again, this is that hook lying diaphragmatic breathing protocol. This is a respiratory muscle training protocol that we do to strengthen the diaphragm and your intercostal muscles. We're going to stay in this position and we're going to go right into recovery breathing, which basically means we're going to take 10 or 15 deep breaths to oxygenate the blood as much as possible. Then we're going to drop into breathe light, just like we did earlier. But after oxygenating the blood so much, we're then going to get the oxygen out of the blood and into the muscle tissue by reacidifying the blood, right? That's again that Bohr effect, that into the bloodstream, stage one, out of the bloodstream into the muscle tissue, stage two. So from that hook lying diaphragmatic position, once again, we're going to take without resistance this time. So we're not blocking the nostril. We don't have resistance on our rib cage. We're going to take 10 to 15 deep breaths. Just a fair warning, you may feel lightheaded as you take these deep breaths. This is a fairly normal, what's the word? This is a fairly normal consequence of taking this many breaths. If at any point in time that feels uncomfortable to you, just slow down your breathing. Okay, so let's begin those 10 deep breaths. What I want you to do is focus on breathing first deeply into your belly, filling up the chest secondarily, exhaling maybe through your mouth, just let that air go. Deeply in, let it go. You can follow along with me if you want, or find your own pace. Got 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. This is my last deep breath all the way in. Exhale it out. Just pause and hold your breath just for a moment. Observe your body come back to the present moment. And with me, let's begin. Breathe light. Breathe lightly and slowly in through your nose, and lightly and slowly exhale. Focus all of your attention on the air coming in and out through your nose. Lightly in, the out. Once again, we're bringing in less per breath. Inhaling slowly. Take a moment. It might take a little bit longer to reach air longer, because taking those 10 deep breaths we just did not only oxygenated the blood first, also offloaded a lot of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, again, is that trigger that makes us feel like we need to take a big breath, right? Or we just feel out of breath. So it may take a bit longer for that CO2 to climb its way back up. And you're just breathing lightly and you're breathing slowly. Stick with it for the next minute. You're doing great. Really nice job. You're here for about 30 more seconds. You are reacidifying your body. You're enabling oxygen to get out of the blood into the muscle tissue, helping promote recovery. And while you're doing it, you're also becoming more mentally resilient to that feeling of breathlessness. You've got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take a few normal breaths. These fresh breaths might feel good to you. I'm sure that they do. Let's end with a couple of long tail exhales. This is a very simple exercise where we're going to inhale maybe on a count of 4, and that'll be a deep inhale. And then we'll exhale. Let's go on a count of 8, and then we'll do 9, and then we'll do 10 to finish on those exhales. The inhale is going to remain the same though. All right, with me, take a deep inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again for a count of 4. Bringing in the oxygen. And now exhale and relax for a count of 9. As you exhale, you're enabling your body to downshift the nervous system Reboot the nervous system, relax the nervous system. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for a count of 10 this time. Don't focus on counting, just focus on relaxing. 3, 2, 1. Notice how your body feels. Notice how your mind feels. Notice if you feel rebooted, recharged, ready to take on your week. I hope you feel recovered as well. You can blink your eyes open if they were in fact open. You can start to make your way back up to a seated position and offer yourself a moment of gratitude for showing up on a Monday morning, thanking yourself for whatever training that you did over the weekend. I'm sure that was an adventurous one. And I hope that once again, this session helped you recover a bit better and get ready for the week. If you're interested in learning, this is a key call to action here. If you're curious about learning how well you breathe, we created a tool just for you to be able to know that. This tool is called the Recal Breath Index, an index score effectively on all the ways in which you breathe, both biochemically, how well do you exchange gases, and biomechanically, how and what muscles do you use to breathe? What's your lung expansion like? How efficiently do you flow the air? We use 5 different breath assessments. That's part of the Recal Breath Index. And if you want to, just go to assessment.recal.training to take your 5-minute Recal Breath Index assessment and just find out how well you actually breathe. I will leave that with you to do maybe on your own. I want to thank you once again for showing up on a Monday, breathing with me. I hope that this helps you breathe smarter, breathe stronger on your way to whatever goals that you have on the mountain. Once again, my name is Anthony LaRubio from here at Recal. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.